move forward and jump into our next topic at hand, and that's going to be this. That's going to be the MAC Tuesday night. We got two games in the MAC Daddy tonight. Yesterday we split them up evenly. We had Buffalo did not cover last night, but we did get home the plus 205 money line on Central Michigan last night, who did go ahead and win that game by 6 points, 37-31. That was a hell of a game last night against Northern Illinois. So let's move forward. Let's talk about it. Ball State 2-6. Bowling Green 4-4. We got a 5.5-point spread over under a 39.5 for this game. And you know what? Bowling Green has been impressive to me this year. Yeah, they're 4-4, but they got themselves a good win over a Power 5 team. You know what I mean? And they dominated that Power 5 team that day as well, too. So, you know, they come into this one with the idea that, you know, they have to win this game to keep pushing towards possibly playing in Detroit. You know, because Bowling Green's in fourth place right now. They're 2-2 in conference play. This would be a strong win for them because this would tie them up with Buffalo and Ohio. And you know that Bowling Green has already beat Buffalo as well, too. So they do have that working out in their you know, they have that working out in their favor. Also, you have this game that could be a very, very determining factor of what Ball State's going to be for the rest of the year. But Ball State has struggled mightily. So Bowling Green really can't afford the upset here because this game is somewhat of a square, but they're going to give them a 5.5 because Ball State is always going to scrap in the MAC. You know what I mean? They're always going to scrap in the MAC. Just be always ready for that. So pretty much when I look at the stats right now, you got Bowling Green, who is pretty good at they're pretty good at, they're not really good at much, okay, but they're getting 301 yards per game, and they're more of a passing team than they are a rushing team. And they have had they've alternated with quarterbacks a little bit this year too. But you know, at the end of the day, this will be something that's going to be very good because just in case their starter gets hurt, their backup will be ready. And also, they've had a great year on the ground as well. Stewart has been a godsend this year with 670 yards. He had 131 against Akron last week. So this will probably be their main piece for offense, and be ready for that tonight. So pretty much with that, I look at Ball State's situation, and they just going through the motions. They've had a tough ride this year because they've had, you know, they actually played a pretty tough schedule to start the season off. They started off with Kentucky, then they played Georgia, and then they beat Indiana State, and then got pulverized by Georgia Southern, who's one of the best teams in the Sun Belt. So, you know, it's been rough. It's been a rough ride, but that win against Central Michigan was really good last week at home. But they've shown that they're not that great of a road team here in conference play because they've lost both those games by double digits. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and take Bowling Green tonight with the -5. I think they win this game by a touchdown or better. So with that, we move forward. Let's go ahead and jump into our next game, which is going to be a rivalry game between